Now, what kind of sessions between technical policy innovation or event breakouts are you planning, and how are they designed to be useful for different roles, like an ISP attending versus government regulator versus a provider?
Yeah, it's a good question. So, in the past, the distinction was very clear. So we were able to just build things for wireline or wireless, and they would kind of stick to their own corner and talk to each other when they really needed to. I think that's a thing of the past, right? As we've discussed in the past, right? So that convergence is there. So we find that there's commonalities and common points of interest between all of these communities. And there's also an interest in hearing from the funding side, so private and public. So the way that we build our agenda is we have a pre-event workshop that really focuses on the getting shovels on the ground. So really the different aspects that you need to think about as you get your project into that stage. So that goes into funding. So we have private equity players, we have folks coming in from the public sector as well to talk about how that's working. We have states coming to share their experience over the last year in going through that whole process. So that's really the first day, and that's really quite a high level but intense series of sessions. Then we have our general keynotes, which are more high level. That's where we get all the strategic thinking and viewing from anyone that is affecting policy or even large scale deployments across the United States. And then we do just split the tracks into the different technologies, although it's becoming harder to do that as I just mentioned, right? But we do have still a wireless track or wireline track, so that if there are very specific, more practitioner level challenges that we can address there, we can talk about. For example, we'll have something on middle mile when it comes to wireline. We'll have more talks on building wireless networks and FWA and so forth and on wireless. Something that we're very excited about for this year as well is we have a breakfast hosted by Fierce Network, entirely focused on the role of fiber and connectivity in the deployment of data centers. Obviously a huge topic that's coming up, and that's going to be of increased interest for our connectivity partners, ISPs across the United States. So we'll be covering that in detail as well in the agenda, but we'll also have a specific session. So we try to build the agenda so that it finds the common points of interest and challenges and build solutions together. Because as I said, at the top, this is how the event was built from the start.
Okay, it's great.